Hello, and welcome to Marcus Talks, Episode 2. And this is going to be a little bit different than the last one because this is actually scripted. I'd just like to start with the title of this. Are video games being overhyped? Short answer, yes. The much longer answer, absolutely they are. I'm sorry about that. Okay, now that I've reached my one joke quota, let's move on to the topic at hand. The new problem I have with people now is overhyping video games. And on the opposite end, we have the people who can't stop trashing a new game. These are two sides of the same coin, obviously. One person who talks poorly of one game they have only seen trailers of will undoubtedly throw heaps of praise on another game they haven't even played. And this is becoming more and more widespread than ever before. My two main examples will be Pokemon Legends Arceus and the upcoming Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Now, one of these I can judge fairly, the other I cannot. But this will not stop me from trying to be as objective as possible. I have one other example of the reverse I'd like to touch on, Metroid Dread. And so with that out of the way, I'd like to start with the negative talk. Metroid Dread is the best, most recent example of people hating a game for no reason. I saw way too many people saying, why isn't this Prime 4? And why are they still making 2D games? 3D is superior in every way. And it looks like a crappy mobile game. It got very annoying seeing all of these people's comments before the game even came out. I was very excited, so I was a little biased, obviously. But at the very least, they could have waited to give it a chance. At the very least, there were still many people excited yet nervous for the game. I was. I wasn't expecting it to be amazing, but it was. I mean, I should have expected it. It's a 2D Metroid game. They're always amazing. Another joke there. I give it a fair chance, and it's ended up being one of my favorite Switch games. But now we come to the overly positive reactions to everything, and we'll start with Legends Arceus. Now, this is an interesting example because I don't remember too many people talking about how great it was going to be before it came out. Now, maybe I was just ignorant, or I was trying to avoid everyone's thoughts before it came out because I try not to see stuff about a game before I play it, or so I can do a unbiased, untainted review. Now, after it came out, you couldn't find anyone to say a bad thing about it. Almost no negative reviews, no complaints about the gameplay, and here I was still just trying to finish it to do a review. I was enjoying my time with it, and many times I had a ton of fun, but it just wasn't clicking with me why everyone was raving about it. The game was different, but that didn't automatically make it the best Pokemon ever, like everyone. Objectively, not everyone, obviously. But it didn't automatically make it the best Pokemon ever, like everyone was saying. The more I played, the more I enjoyed it. And like Metroid Dread, it might be one of my favorite games on the Switch. But I still didn't think it was an extremely amazing game. If you'd like further proof of that, just see my review on it. This is all just to make the point that this game got little to no hate, and if you wanted to see it, you had to dig a little. Now for Kirby and the Forgotten Land. So far, only a demo has been released, and it has gotten nothing but rave reviews from everyone. Even some of the most unpleasable people, it seems. I've seen some people even go so far as to claim that this is the most effort Nintendo has put into a game for the past 5 years. I have no words to describe my thoughts on that one. Oh wait, I do. Based on what I played of the demo, is that it's on par with pretty much every other Switch game I've gotten during the console's life. I had fun, I will pick up the full game, and I'm sure I'll have an amazing time with it. But graphically, it's nothing really to talk about, and gameplay-wise, has had to make some concessions to Kirby's movement and attack options. Just going back to the graphics for a second, I noticed way too many enemies having choppy frame rates at relatively far distances, and the mouthful mode gimmick they've added is really just Kirby's copy abilities but weirder. They acted like it wasn't, but and people will probably say it's nothing like copy abilities. It's just his copy abilities. I can understand people being excited for things they like. I was for Metroid Dread. But at least I didn't feel the need to go around saying it was going to be the greatest game of all time before it was even out. I think most people need to learn to be a little more objective and not let their emotions about a product, movie, TV show, and yes, video games get the best of them. I could go on and on about my thoughts on a recent Pixar movie that has been met with a lot of controversy, but I think I'd like to keep my head and a smidgen of sanity. Now, this was just my opinion, and I may have let my emotions get the best of me about this topic. I'm just a little tired of seeing what feels like nothing but overly positive speech about everything, and anyone that doesn't agree with them is automatically wrong? I'm sorry, the script made it look really weird, but let me just rephrase that real quick. I meant to say people who are overly positive about everything that they like, and anyone that doesn't agree with their opinion on it is automatically wrong. So, like, I don't like a movie, so automatically my opinion is wrong because you like that movie. And now, for my last controversial opinion of the video, I hate the term opinions are valid. It may be true to some extent, but everyone who uses it is a hypocrite. And with that, I'll just leave this video essay at that. So, if you enjoyed this quick, weird video or have thoughts you'd like to add, please leave a like and a comment down below. Subscribe if you haven't, and check out my Facebook page for updates on videos. And with that, I believe I will just leave it here. Good night, Tri-State area.